Hi Yang. So you can see this is the home screen. I'm just going to show you can change it into some different languages. Down there you can see Chinese included as well if that's relevant to you. Some of the walkthrough, so some basic short training, long training, so it's a different mix of fires and extinguishers, some with the right optimal extinguishers provided as well, some randomized sessions, and then lastly a lithium battery as well. It's a bit different. The next thing I'm going to show is the tests. So there's the test your skills, certify where they get a certificate as well, and lastly randomized in case you're casting to a class, so they don't just copy each other. We've got lots of different scenarios, and if you hover over the different cards there, you can see the type of fire that's included. In total now there's 16 different scenarios. You can see a mixture of Class A, Class F fires, electrical as well, and you've also got at the end there a lithium a lithium battery as well, a lithium ion battery. The scenarios, you can choose the extinguisher before you go into the scene, so it just takes the pressure off the learner a little bit. We also have a section called My Combos, so I'll just show you how that works now. So you can choose the type of environment that you want to go into, and then the extinguishers that are available in that environment. Very good for specific businesses or schools that only have, say, water, CO2 or foam, for example. So you can see you can choose lots of different choices there, and then you can save each one, and you can have up to 8 different saved sections on there. So here we go, I'm just going to call that Hexel Solutions. There we go. And now I'm going to launch this, and this is how most of them look as you go into the scenarios. So the only exception to this is when you do the scenarios where you're not under pressure, where you choose the extinguisher first. It recognises that you take the pin out, and once you choose the type of extinguisher, you can see it's true to when you use it. You can see when you pull the handle down as well, and I'm very proud of the graphics that have been created here. So we've also got this teleportation feature if you wanted to move around the scene, particularly good if you're trying to teach learners where to stand when it comes to fighting a fire. And here we go, I'm just putting the fire out there. So here's some information. So I put it out in the safe way, and the water extinguisher was a great choice. It took me 37 seconds with lots of tank remaining, and it said my lung health 2. As I delayed a little bit, my lung health went down. Here you can see some tyres and rubber on fire. So again, just showing you what the environments look like. I'm going to choose a dry powder here just to show you again a little bit around the type of graphics that we've put together. So what happens when you use a powder in a small space? Of course, visibility becomes an issue. So I've just gone around a few different zones there, as you can see. As you keep using the dry powder, you can eventually extinguish it in short bursts, but again, visibility does become an issue. So there we go, I did it. Congratulations me. Only 4% lung capacity remaining, so again it's a really good learning point to say, you know, you would just get out in that event of the fire. It gave me 1.5 marks because I did extinguish both, but the foam was not the dry powder was not the best choice in a small space. I'm just going to show you a different scenario as well. I've shown you sort of what the most of them kind of operate like. That one, this one's slightly different. So this one is for a lithium battery, just to show just how hard it is to extinguish a lithium ion fire or a battery. As you can see, you've got to get the right angle, nothing's happening there. And as we come over, you can see if you're persistent and you put it right where the battery would be, towards that front, the thermal kind of runaway that happens during these electric batteries or iron batteries that are causing problems, you can bring the heat down. So if you're persistent and you aim in the right place, you pull it down enough, you've just got to keep going just like real life, it's very tough to get these fires out. And there we go, it comes up saying I'm successful, and make sure that the fumes are toxic. Really important to say that as well as a learning point. But we still had 39% of the tank remaining, so there's a little bit of guidance to say make sure you empty the full tank. Now just going to show you the latest scenario that's come out. So we've just done a welding zone, and for this one, again, because we're on the scenarios, you don't pick an extinguisher under pressure. Before you go in, you pick the extinguisher before you start. So you can see here, I'm just going to move around the environment to show you it really is a full kind of map that, should you have a space big enough, you can actually walk around. We go from a bit of a distance. I'm just going to use the dry powder. Works pretty well. If you want to recycle that, which is what you might do in training of large volumes of people, just so they have one at a time each. Again, you can see there the extinguisher down below. Get loads of fire and you can put it out very quickly. There you go, it's 10 seconds for the whole scenario. I hope you've enjoyed watching this, and if you've got any questions, comments, just fire away. Thanks so much, bye-bye.
Turn this upside down.